Even a penny could help a kid so much. Like it would help them get a pencil.
A penny in Afghanistan equals a pencil.
2 or 3 pennies equals a notebook. $2 or $3 equals supplies. $500 equals 1 year teacher salary.
Pennies for Peace is a program that allows kids to learn about education issues in Pakistan and Afghanistan, and then to think about how they can make a difference.
Learning about something that's happening in the world right now and learning about something that kind of relates to them is definitely motivating.
It gives them an opportunity to raise money through their school by collecting pennies and then donating that money to the organization. They saw that even with just 1 penny, they can make a difference. When normally you walk down the street and you just pass by that penny, doesn't mean anything. Now it gave them an opportunity to pick it up and say, what can I do with this?
I was like, just 1 penny could help them? Like, that's crazy. I'm gonna bring in a bunch of pennies.
Well, we started just by looking at photographs of kids' lives in Pakistan and Afghanistan, and the kids just noticing the differences.
I think like when it turns winter, it's gonna be snowing on them and they're gonna be cold, and in the summer, it's gonna be really hot.
Our students, their families are coming from all different parts of the world. So it was exposing them to cultures around the world, but it was also exposing them to cultures within our own classroom.
And then we began reading some nonfiction texts. We looked at some of the fact sheets in the Pennies for Peace curriculum, and they started to look at the cause and effect relationship of some of the environmental factors and political factors happening in those countries.
Today we're going to start by getting into our groups and learning a little bit more about what the environment.
The resources that are given definitely align to strong, effective instruction. I liked that there was narrative text matched with, informational text. I think that's something that's really important for our kids.
That kind of built into, now what can we do to make a difference? They presented to the school some information that they learned about challenges that other kids have accessing education, why they thought that matters, and then they said, what those kids can now do to help.
And they were all nervous. They were like, oh my God, we have to talk in front of people. And I think that really got them to kind of think about what was important. And in order to explain this to a kindergarten student or a preschool student, you really have to understand the purpose of why we're doing it and be able to break it down into language that makes sense to those kids.
It grew from just looking at photographs to more awareness in the entire school.
I don't think they really realized throughout the process how much they would actually be able to help.
Even just counting the pennies was a major celebration. We have 4 classes in 5th grade that have been in charge of collecting the money and informing the school. Today we're going to bring all those totals together and just see what we raised and give ourselves a pat on the back really and celebrate our success.
And this was the first year that we've really focused on making a difference and empowering the students to empower others to make a difference. I think that's huge.